Hello everyone, it's Yogi here. I hope you're well and welcome to a Sunday stitching session with Yogi. All right, and I hope you're ready. And it's a nice peaceful Sunday, and this is the last Sunday before Christmas. Seriously, where's time gone? Yes, we're only a few days away from Christmas Day. And yes, for this peaceful Sunday evening, this is the whip of my choice. So this is a piece called the Maison Romantique. And it's a piece of artwork by John O'Brien, one of my favorite artists when it comes to cross-stitching. And, you know, so I talked about this piece a little bit yesterday in terms of how I got here. And if you haven't seen my whip parade yesterday, go have a look. You know, I talked about how I got here in terms of doing all these projects I'm doing. So I'm going to do a series of sort of chronicle style whip parade there, and once everything's caught up, maybe we'll do it once a month. Let's see how it goes. So this piece, let me show you the mock-up. Okay, so this is one of the 14 count projects I'm working on quite actively, particularly this year. And all these 14 count, they come as kits, cross-stitching kits, and I love cross-stitching kits. And so these are, you know, quite extensive comparing to those smaller ones, dimensions that I got as well. I've got quite a few, but these are full full coverage. And also the way it's charted, it's probably more similar to heaven and earth pieces rather than dimensions, if you know what I mean. They're confettis. There's more intricate in terms of, you know, the color distribution and everything, and all of them involve back stitching as well. It's great fun. It's great fun. So this piece is a view of a wedding dress shop. So originally this piece was known to me as wedding dress store, as it says on the label. And it's a view of Paris, I believe. You can see there's a tower in the horizon there. I think it's Eiffel Tower. And the building stars and everything, the street signs says to me this is maybe a fictional or factual view of Paris street looking down to Paris. It's absolutely beautiful and very whimsical and very romantic as well. So this piece I've been working on and off for the last year or so. And this is where I am in terms of the progress. So let me zoom out. In terms of the size, it's not massive, but it's not small either. And this is also 14 count. So physically, this is quite a large piece. And I started from the center, from one of the mannequins in the wedding dress shop, and moving slowly to the right, one page at a time. So for all sorts of reasons, I decided to work page by page, using the apps that were available at that time, and moving to the right here. So this is where I am currently, and you know, for the remaining page that I'm working here, I'm going to respect the boundary of the page and complete it, and then I'll decide what to do next. Okay, so this is why I'm not bad in terms of the progress, and it's beautiful, as you can see, and I have not even done the back stitching just yet. It's going to bring, the back stitching is going to bring everything to life here. And let me let's look at the number here. I have just crossed 10%, which is fantastic. 2 digits, you know, moving forward. And the number of colors for this piece, okay, it's a little bit more modest than heaven and heaven and earth pieces. So the full number of colors, 57 actually, and 55 of them, if you look at the bottom on the panel on the left there, 55 colors are solid colors, single colors, and it has 2 blend colors as well, meaning that I'm working 2 strands. There will be 2 strands of slightly different color to blend the shade. So it's a very carefully considered chart, really well charted. I'm very, very happy with the creation here. So let me start a new sprint here right in front of you, okay, starting from 0. So this is a counter that's going to help me to capture every single stitch I'm going to make, and the number is relevant and critical for our Guess My Stitches game that we play at the end of every stream, okay? If you're new to the channel, this is what we do, this is how we roll. We stitch, we have fun, and we have more fun at the end. We play a game. So stay with us and join in, okay? So let's have a look. I want to say hello to all of you. Welcome to this beautiful Sunday. And from the top, we have Amira. Yes, model stitcher here. Amira is the first to report to the chat. Says, hello, everyone. Happy Stitching Sunday, Monday. Yes, for the Australians. Yes, for our stitchy friends in Australia and New Zealand. This is the next day already. This is already Monday. Or maybe a work day. Oh, I shouldn't say the W word. Okay, apologies. No work. Yes. It's all happy stitching, or maybe you've started your break already, Christmas break. In that case, hey, happy Monday. And we also have Rajao as well. Our lovely Rajao is here, says happy Sunday. Hello, everyone. Yes, happy Sunday to Rajao as well. And our Lona says hello, Yogi. Oh, Lona has been unstoppable with stitching. I'm too scared what she's going to do today. And we also have, who have we got here? We have Chloe C. Chloe is also here in the chat. Good to see you. And Clara as well. Hello, hello. And scrolling down, let's have a look. Oh, I love the fact there's so much chatting already before the stream. And Mandy Moran is here as well. Good to see you. And who have we got? Sarah is also here. Oh, Sarah's. Is it? Okay, let's have a look. I think it's a quote. It's a quote. Sarah is providing daily quote for the group. Today, Christmas is the only time of the year when we sit in front of a dead tree and eat candy out of socks. That sounds so uplifting, Sarah. Wonderful. Yes, we that's what we do, exactly. A dead tree or a plastic tree, right? In my case, and eating candy out of socks, which I do not do, but I'm going to have some mince pie. I'm going to have some mince pie. Thank you, Sarah. And maybe this is a time, I don't know about where you are, but over here, Christmas Day is a day of bad jokes. So you sit down, you pull out a piece of paper out of your firecrackers, and Christmas crackers, and normally there's a terrible joke. Okay, maybe we should start today till Christmas Day. You can come forward and offer the worst joke ever you have heard, and we can have a laugh. Or just frown. We want jokes that, once you hit the punchline, no one is responding because we don't know what's happening. Okay, that kind of joke, you know what I mean. And so I'll leave it to your capable hands. And Marsha is also here as well. My goodness, 35 degrees. Goodness, yes, in Australia and New Zealand, I think as well. It's summer over there. Heat wave. Okay, it's hard to imagine over here. And we also hear Colette as well, and Samantha is joining us. Welcome. Susan, a lovely Susan is also here, and Kate as well says good evening, everyone. And let's have a look. Nola is back with us, and welcome back, and Wendy as well. And Bess Williams, and also New Zealand, really hot, probably wearing shorts, seriously. And Rachel is here also in the chat, welcome. And Six as well, doing a yogi move. That's so wonderful. Look at that. And Jackie is back with us as well. And Callan, oh, all the usual suspects. I'm so happy to see you every day. And Love Drunk as well, and our lovely Suzanne is also here, and Chelsea Summers, I hope you're getting stronger every day. And who else have we got? Yes, I welcome back. Yes, Patty is also here joining us as well and loves to stitch and cruise. Love that name. So this piece, I'm working on 14 counts. And as I said, this came as a kit, okay? So everything I've got here belonged to the kit, came with the kit. And that's the fabric, 14 counts. It's got slight blue tint. It's probably hard to tell, but it's got a blue tint there, which is quite nice, non-intrusive. And the floors, I believe they are Egyptian cotton. So nice and, solid, really robust thread to stitch. I quite enjoy it. It feels different from a DMC. 2 strands, to be honest. I don't like to stitch with DMC because sometimes they come across a little bit shiny, and I don't like the texture with 2 strand. Single strand with DMC is beautiful, but 2 strand I prefer either CXC or Egyptian cotton. This is really is a joy to stitch. Okay, so all the floss here came with the kit. I combine all 4 kits, they're from the same company, and I consolidate them into a master set. So this set is dedicated to the 14 count projects I've got. And yes, I think I've been making really good progress. You can see the house forming, and I'll show you exactly where I'm stitching right now. It's probably hard to tell just by looking at the markup and my fabric. Okay, so look at this. This is where I am as a whole piece, and I'm going to zoom in to where I am stitching right here. So I've got the mannequin on the left there, okay, and working to the right, and I'm at 1, 2, 3. I think this is the 3rd page according to the document, the PDF, and this is where I am. And let me turn on the markup here so you know what I'm stitching. I'm stitching this blue shop front, and there's a little horse cart in front as well. And it took me a little while to actually read into all the details here. And on the right there, there's a beautiful, very sort of French style kind of, I think it's flower vendor. It's just so whimsical. I love it. I know Paris for the past few years has been slightly disappointing for me because the streets start to get not very clean, etc. But this is the good old days. I like to remember Paris this way, okay? Not the chaos that it is right now. And sorry if there's any French stitches out there. I'm sure you agree with me, okay? France and Paris, I think the rest of France is still quite pretty, but Paris is going in a slightly strange direction. So this is the Paris I like to remember, and full of flowers and just nice and clean and safe. That helps. Okay, so here we go. All right, enough of that. So this is where I am, and things might change. Who knows? It can only get better. I fingers crossed. It's a beautiful city. It has a lot of history. Okay, so yes. So let's start stitching, and let me know what you're working on. I love to know what you're working on today. So today you don't have to walk through the side door or back door or any other door. You can come through the front with head held high, whatever you're stitching or whatever you're doing. You could be knitting. I don't care, as long as you're here with Yogi and we hang out, okay? And maybe some are going to bring on some bad jokes. I'm looking forward to it. Start Googling. And we need some bad jokes. That's the Christmas spirit, okay? Here we go. So with the remaining of the page, I am going to work, create a box. If you look at my app there, okay? I'm going to create a highlight box and focus on finishing remaining of the page. And I think I am going to do min to max. And I think it would be nice and easy. Just take care of the stitches, the lower counts, all the ninja stitches, loose stitches everywhere. And then, heading toward building up the stitch counts, and at the end I'll be flying. That's the joy of this method, and we call it min to max. I think it was named by Nikki Stitchy, okay? And Nikki, wherever you are. I hope you're well. I saw you the other day briefly. I think Nikki has a lot of family thing going on there, and we miss her. We miss her. So here we go. And so I'm going to focus on this area and look at my chart here and start from the minimum number of stitches. I think I've got 2 on the left here. Okay, let me just show you what's happening here. So with Saga, you can sort and order based on number of stitch counts or DMC numbers. There are different sort of ways you can sort it, which is quite a powerful way for stitches, because you can play with it, you know, and do it in a different way. So today you can see the numbers in the brackets there. They're the number of stitches for, you know, a single color, any given color there. So I've got this one, it's got two stitches only, but the next one, if you look at it, 6, 4, 7, I've got 37, and it keeps going up. Okay, so this is the fun part of it. All right, so I'm going to take care of the 2 stitches, and then I'm going to start flying. It's a great way, really fun way of stitching. Let's have a look. And Abney is also here as well. Welcome. Abney says, I'm working on Max Color Winter Cookie Party by Amy Stewart this evening. Wonderful. Abney, when is your next whip parade? I'd love to see that piece. And it's a very popular piece recently, probably because of the slightly Christmassy kind of theme. It's got gingerbread, if I remember correctly, or something like that. It's really fun. And it's Amy Stewart, very, very colorful, very, very colorful. And Ebony, as you know, she's a floss tuber. She does beautiful whip parade. She's got tons and tons of projects. So go watch Ebony. And let's have a look. I want to find out what everybody's working on. Patty is also here. Yes, I say hello to Patty. Catching up. Pink Penguin, hello. Wrapping gifts today. Yes, you are allowed. Yes, it's Christmas after all. You've got to get that done, you know. So let me find my 2 elusive stitches over here. Maybe they're done already. Actually, you know what? I forgot to mark these 2 stitches last session, and I'm going to just mark them because they're already done. So I can go straight to the next color, which is has 37 stitches. Wonderful. Oh, what a great start. Yes, 647 over here, and I want to show you something in a bit. Okay, let me just get stitching first. 647, and as you can see, I've already got 1 docked here. 647. So with a lot of projects, with a single strand projects, I dock my needles on the needle board, but for double strand, you can see these are double strand, I dock my needles on the organizer, so I can separate 2 different sets of the threaded needles. So that's how I do it. Here we go, and let's have a look. So they're kind of scattered a little bit, okay, because I haven't been working on with this method from the start. So I'll need to find where they are. I don't mind it. Let's start. Let me zoom in a little bit more so you can see what I'm doing here. So I need to find them. Some of them are kind of slightly scattered in different locations. So treasure hunt. But I have Saga on my side, so I'll be able to find them quite easily, because Saga, sometimes with a larger area like I'm working on here, occasionally you look through the chart, you know there's, you know, 1 stitch or 2 stitches remaining, but you can't find them. There's a button you can press, and it goes automatically. You can auto find the stitch next. You'll be able to find the hidden stitches with that feature. It's not 100% accurate, but you know, it helps from time to time. So that's 1 here. And I think I've got another one hidden down here. One there. I think that one has been stitched. Oh, that one. Okay, that one's done actually. That's all right. So just one over here. And I'm not going to carry my threads everywhere, okay? I don't like floating threads, and the surrounding area has been stitched. So I'm going to end it and start in the next location. So even though I've got 37 stitches with this color, they're kind of, you know, scattered around a little bit. So I need to find them. I want to find the loose ones first, and then I can just start flying. There are 2 over here, and it's 14 counts, so it's not bad. It's not bad. I think if it's, you know, 25 counts, it takes a little bit more effort. Jacqueline, hello. Jacqueline's here too, yes. If I have not come across your comment, just give me a little wave. You know, sometimes Yogi misses things. Yes, Jacqueline is here. Jacqueline's in the house. Oh, Bez. Bez is coming up with a bad joke, right? Let's have a look. We're going to highlight a bad joke. That's this Christmas spirit. Let me find it, okay? On the screen. Oh, it's not a bad joke. Shorts and togs are definitely out there. It's warm. Oh no, not shorts. I'm referring to shorts. It's not a bad joke. It's it's not a joke. Oh dear. It looks like a joke. It looks like a joke. Yes. No shorts. No shorts. It's togs. Oh, so togs means swimwear. Yes. All the bikinis are out, I bet. Let's have a look. Pink. It's a little bit tricky actually. Okay, so that's the first stitch. Because sometimes when you have so many stitches already done, it can be a little bit tricky to find just 1 or 2 stitches buried somewhere there. All right then. And then I'm going to end this thread. It's getting a little bit short. So I'm just going to do a quick tuck in, yeah. Oh, Chelsea has one. Chelsea says, Chelsea's provided a punchline already. Okay, here we go. Chelsea says, what do you call an old snowman? Okay, I'll give you 5 seconds. You can come up with a punchline in your own head, and I'm going to give you the answer, okay? 2, 1. Water. Okay, yes, this is what we're talking about. This is what we're talking about, okay? Very good, very good. Susan says, some ninja stitches. Yes, there are some ninja stitches, always. And I'm ready, okay? I embrace ninja stitches. I don't want too many, but, you know, it's part of the deal, part of the deal. Oh, here we go. Oh, I love the fact that all the bad jokes are coming our way. Wonderful. So Sarah says, what's the snowman's favorite breakfast? Suzanne says, Yogi, take a guess. I wouldn't know. I'm terrible with any kind of general knowledge quiz or jokes. I'm just like, you probably just see, sort of glazed expression on my face. Sarah, here comes the punchline. Okay, what's this snowman's favorite breakfast? Drum rolls. Frosted flakes. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, I don't know what to say about that. I don't know whether to laugh or cry, okay? That's the kind of jokes we're talking about. And loves to stitch and Cruz says, weekend new start Christmas pony. Oh, yeah, so loves loves to stitch has just started a Christmas piece. So I presume you're aiming to maybe work on it every Christmas, or are you going to work through it throughout the year? Everybody has different strategy, right? Some people, that has been suggested that instead of working on Christmas pieces once a year, you do it every 25th every month, and work on it every month. That's one way of doing it as well. Let me just adjust my fabric here, and I'm going to take another strand of 647, a new strand. Jackie says, I was a nanny in college, and this was from the 5-year-old. Oh, I don't know what it's about. I'm just diving in a comment with no context. I have no clue. All right, moving forward. Nuala says, Yogi, how did these 14 kits come with digital pattern, or did you manually add it to Saga? Very good question. Yes, I should have explained. So these kits came with paper pattern. So I was working with the paper pattern, finding my own ways of making them digital. So originally, I basically took pictures of those A4 sheets and imported them into a PDF, app called, which one did I use? Goodreader. It's on iOS, and basically it's just PDF reader with highlighting functionality. And I was doing that for ages. I just mark off stitches with highlighter. It was a little bit messy, but I prefer doing that than using papers. I'm just terrible at using papers. I had no idea how to make it work. And then I came across an app called Markup RXP. It's got a function that you can scan paper patterns, and the app actually turned the paper patterns and into digital patterns that you can interact on the screen. So instead of marking them manually with a digital highlighter, it actually functions a little bit like normal PDF that you could, mark off stitches and also search as well. With the caveat that even though it was a godsend at the time, because then, it was one step up from using Goodreader, but the app is, or was, I don't know, maybe they changed it, make it better. But I was using that app up to a few months ago, and with difficulty, because it was very sluggish, okay, even though it worked. And also, because of the performance, I had to work on the pattern page by page. Okay, so I moved from using a PDF app and moved it to, and scanned it to Markup RXP. And I did that for a while. So you know what happened? What I did, I actually went back to the company that I got these kits from, and didn't really have any expectations because, you know, I didn't even know, whether they were going to respond to me. Oh, hang on, I've stitched in the wrong location. Look away, just one stitch. I caught it, so it doesn't count, okay? And reverse stitching, yes, one stitch. It should have been over here. So I went back to them. I just sent them an email and go, well, by any chance, you have a digital pattern of these kits I got from, you know, from you via Amazon. And lo and behold, they just sent them to me. They just sent a digital version. Didn't even ask me to verify my order. They just trusted me that I got them, and they sent me all 4 patterns. All 4 patterns. And so I managed, with a lot of help from Jan in this group, and converted them to Saga. So Jan did a lot of tweaking for me because it wasn't straightforward. And she managed to make it work for Saga. So it wasn't straightforward, okay? It wasn't, you know, just happen automatically. But now I have the digital version on my app here. I'm very, very happy. I'm very, very happy. Life has improved so much because with Markup RXP, it was a little bit painful, to be honest, to use. But yeah, so that's how I got here. Abony says the next video will be Christmas Eve. Oh, nice. Christmas Eve release. And then end of the year whip parade with all my projects before New Year sometime. Oh, that's the one to watch, definitely. Yes, guys. So New Year's Eve, there's a new parade, and then there's a year end parade. Yes, that's the kind of the time, isn't it? To kind of look back and see what happened. What have I done this year, stitching wise? Oh, that's the one I'm looking forward to, definitely. Legda is also here, says hi everyone. All right, Chelsea has a good one. Chelsea says, what happens when you mix a snowman and a vampire? Oh, this is very cryptic. Here we go, guys. What happens when you mix snowman and a vampire? I already see the punchline. Okay, 2 more seconds. All right, think about it. If you haven't seen it on the chat already. There you go. Frostbite. Dun, dun, dun. But why though? Why would, who is getting frostbite? The vampire? Oh, exactly. The type of joke we're looking for is that, why? What do you mean? I don't get it. That's the kind of bad joke we want. Claudia Katrosh is here as well. Says hello everyone. I'm lurking today while I pack. We leave tomorrow for our trip to Colorado for Christmas. I hope everyone has been having a wonderful weekend. Yes, Claudia. If you haven't seen Yogi's whip parade, go have a look. Okay, so it's a part 1 of the saga. So it was interesting for me to do as well because I had not really sat down and look at all the old projects and how I got here. I had some rough idea in my head, but until I told the story, it kind of just, you know, was floating in the back of my head. And also because of the whip parade, I had to kind of look up a few dates as well. So there's some dates I definitely got mixed up, years and stuff like that. So now I have much clearer idea how I got here. And a few more over here. Amira came up with one. Dad to son. So what we know where the furniture is in the dark? Where's the punchline? I'm looking for the punchline. Yes. Oh, sorry. So that was the punchline. So sorry. I missed the first bit. Okay, let's start again. Amira says, son to father, Dad, why do we need the little toe? Why do we need a little toe? I'm not sure it's making sense. And there you go. The answer is Dad to son. So we know where the furniture is in the dark. That happens, you know, toe injuries. Very nice, Amira. And Sarah says, why should you not run on New Year's Eve? And you will spill your drink. Oh dear. Suzanne says, oh, Suzanne has a very good one. And I think I did say I'm not very good with, quizzes and stuff, but this one, I'm confident, okay? Suzanne says, mine wasn't a joke. Guess what I'm working on? Dun, dun, dun. Let's go for it. Yes, Unicorn Valley. Round of applause for Yogi and Suzanne as well. Yeah, it's the final sprint for Suzanne, isn't it? Yes, you can do it. You can do it. All right. So a couple of stitches up here. One. It takes some willpower for Suzanne to keep stitching, and particularly sounds like there were a lot of air stitching as well with the birds. So amazing. Love to stitch says, I keep all my pieces on the wheel and will work on it any time of the year, including the Christmas pieces. Okay. I'm a progress stitcher. I need to see progress on all my projects. Hey, love to stitch. What are you implying? Are you saying I'm not a progress stitcher? I love my progress. Look at this. I'm going to make one more stitch here. Okay, that's my progress. All right. I think we're a progress stitcher. I don't know what the definition is. I'm just guessing. Yes, we want progress. Wouldn't be good. It's just static, you know? See, that's a progress. I just made 2 stitches. Results. Nola says, I think Pattern Keeper also allows scanning of the paper pattern, but not sure how accurate it is. Anyone have experience with that? Yes, I did try, Nola. It was, I think I tried it with Pattern Keeper first and realized it's not working. So what Pattern Keeper does, yes, you can scan paper patterns. It's kind of a beta functionality. They kind of just double with it. They didn't really make sort of meaningful effort to make it work too well. So you can get some sort of interactive scan, but you do not have information on colors. I think it picks up, I'm trying to think, it picks up, does it even pick up symbols? Because the chart would, you can only mark it with one color. There would be no color information. I'm trying to think. Basically, I tried it and it was, just not really doing what I wanted to do. So I decided that wasn't the app to do it. And also, it requires a lot of manual manual tweaking with each page. So imagine with this pattern, I think it's got at least 45 patterns, pages, and you have to manually adjust every single page. That's a lot of work. And if it's if it's larger, then it's just not worth it, I think. If I had to do that, I'd rather just stick with good reader, with a PDF reader. And yes, I was talking about the organizer here. I just want to quickly show you something. I'm working on it right now. The other day I mentioned, okay, I'm going to create a new set of master's floss cards for my CXC, because let me show you the situation with my CXC organizer at the moment. It's in a sorry state, okay? Let me show you. Whoops. Let me just move this away for a little bit so you can see what I'm talking about. So I'm working on the new version of the floss cards at the moment. So this is my CXC set, okay? So this set I have built, maybe the first master set I built, and it's in a slightly, I don't know what to say to it. The last page has fallen apart, and the card is fallen apart. And it's not so much the thread cards themselves, because I do have a set for trying to find my DMC set. Yes, it's right here. So my DMC set, I built this set roughly around the same time. It's still going strong, it's fine. So the issue with me with CXC is the fact that I try to load too much floss. You can tell some of them contain the entire scan, and it's probably too much. With CX, for the DMC version, I don't have that problem, okay, because I'm quite sensible in terms of the volume of the threads. So this one, I have to rebuild the set, and I'll see how it goes. Maybe I'll build a new one for the other ones as well. So what I've decided to do is to look at the templates here, because this is a template I created for myself, and it's a PDF file. Currently, it's available on our Facebook group. Okay, so that's 1.0 version. This it's this version. So it's basically a floss card that you could have sort of guides to stick a piece of felt if you want to. If you want to dot needles or threads like I do, okay, it's an option. But up to this point, I had to write my own numbers manually there, and sometimes you make mistake. I did the same. This is a variation of it. This one, you can draw symbols here as well. It's got space there. I used to recognize color, sort of thread colors via symbols when I used to have separate set. You know, some of you probably have separate sets for different projects. So, but once I consolidate everything into master set, I no longer need the symbols. So what I've done is to work on a new version of the thread cards here, and this is what I've got. So here. So currently I'm working on a CXC set of it. So this is the new set, and you can see it's a little bit shiny because I've got a new friend, new power tool, and that is laminator. I decided to get a laminator, and as you can see, and these are all nicely coated, okay, and it looks super strong. So I printed the new template on a cardboard, the same cardboard I had before, okay, but you can see already it's smaller. It takes up less space here because I no longer need the symbols, space for the symbols. So I can lose, let me just zoom in a little bit. So I can, I have the space to make the thread cards a little bit shorter. Okay, so I'm able now to fit 3 cards instead of 2 on a A4 sheet. So it saves a little bit of material. And also I use a laminator, so it's super strong. And I'm really pleased with it. Really pleased with it. You know, the other day we were talking about whether you should laminate before cutting or after cutting. And I try both. And I find with my templates anyway, it's better to laminate first. The A4 sheet, the entire A4 sheet, laminate it and then cut. And then I run, and I do punch the holes as well. And once I'm done, I run it through the laminator again. And it just seals everything in. It looks really good. And so it didn't damage the coating the second time I run it through. It's fine with my machine anyway. So this is super strong, and I'm in a process of attaching the felt on top of it. This is an option, you don't have to do it. And so I'm just using fabric glue to attach a strip of felt, so I can dot my needle here. So all the needles here, I will be able to either thread through the end bits, or just dot my needle through like that and keep it with the rest of the set. So this is so strong, really strong. It will probably last, you know, it probably survived apocalypse. So this is the you know, apocalypse proof version of of the thread cut. And so I highly recommend getting a laminator. It's quite cheap actually in comparison. I thought it was going to be quite pricey to get, but it's quite reasonable. And you get those pouches for the coating. It's not too bad, not too bad. So here we go, back. So I just want to give you that update, and hopefully if nothing goes wrong with me putting it together, then hopefully I will release the new version to you as well, if you want a set like me, like mine, which is quite handy. So I built it based on my own preference, okay? So it may or may not be for you, and you decide, you decide. And but it's quite handy to have a master set for sure. Here we go. I'm back. And Cat's Gallery. That's a great name. Say, great to see you. Great to see you too. Lona is asking, Yogi, when is part 2 coming? Are you referring to the thingy? Whip Parade, my Netflix series. I'm thinking, because next weekend, I'm looking at my calendar here. Next weekend, we're doing members get together next Saturday. Okay, next Saturday, 27th. I think we're doing a members get together with backstitch party. So maybe January. So hopefully we're using Saturday as a day to do maybe double stream, so we can have a special themed stream on Saturdays when we can. So that's the plan. So hopefully the week after next we can do the next part. And so next Saturday will be backstitch party for the members. You can join me to backstitch or stitch something else, and we will chat. And Amira says, what is the difference between boring book and a boring teacher? Oh, Amira, I like this one. The punchline is, you can close the book. Dun, dun, dun. Well, you can close the teacher. No, don't do that. Yes. Suzanne says 2,580 stitches left on her sow piece. Unicorn Valley. Sarah says, what's the cheapest concert to go to? 50 Cent, dun, 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 featuring Nickelback. Featuring Lico bag. Oh my god, it's a two for the price of one. Wonderful. Sarah, that's hilarious. Abony says, Yogi, I would say you're more of a progress stitcher than a process stitcher. Oh, I see. You're more of a process stitcher than a progress stitcher. All right, you love the process more than progress. Okay, so by progress, I think is referred to having kind of achievement or milestones, completion, basically. I see, Ebony, that's a very good distinction. So I'm a process stitcher rather than progress stitcher. No labels, I'm just a stitcher, a very slow one, be it. I'm okay with that. I'm in a category of my own. You know, you can come join me, but I'm happy here. And Albanese says, but all stitchers love the process. Of course, I hope so, because that's the kind of the line you have to draw. If by achieving to have progress, you get really frustrated or resentful of the fact that you have to do so much, you know, to work so hard, then that is, you know, you're losing the sort of joy element there. So for me, if I don't enjoy it, I don't care if I can finish a piece in 3 days. I'm not going to do it. No chance. So yes, I think you're right. I'm process, because moment to moment stitcher. If I'm happy now, I don't care. If I'm doing, you know, 1,000 stitches, or 60, which I have done. All right, no judgment. Do not judge me. You do you. Rachel says, probably referring to Pattern Keeper, the paper scanning feature. Rachel says, you see the symbols, but you can't search the symbols. Yes, that's right. So it's kind of manual. It's a little bit like PDF. Yes, you're quite right, Rachel. But you can mark block by block. That's the only difference. That, yes, now I remember now, because I tried it and I'm kind of going, oh, this is not really doing it for me. Because if I'm going to do that, I'm probably better off working with PDF reader. The Needle and the Dutch says, I made a set with laminator, but my hole puncher was going blunt with punching through the laminator. That's a very good point, because there are different types of the paper punch you can get. I've got a really heavy duty one, because there are some sort of lighter weight ones I've seen, but it costs a little bit more. So this one, I think the cheaper ones, lightweight ones, it's probably 1/3 of the price here. I think this one is about nearly £20, but it's lasted me for years. So this is 1 centimeter. I think this one also comes in smaller ones as well. I think 8 millimeters. But this one is 10 millimeters, and it's lasted me, you know, it punches through the laminated holes quite easily. One at a time, okay? I don't do double, but one at a time, it does the job really well, and it's really heavy duty, as it says on the tin. So get a probably better quality one, more solid one, then you will be fine. And try not to maybe do multiple layers, just one at a time. Just be patient and you'll be fine. Patty's asking, Yogi, where did you get the hoop and the stand? Did the hoop come with the stand? No, they're separate. So the hoops, this particular one, I can't remember the brand, but I'm a big fan of Nerge hoops. They, I have quite a few with really double depth. So, you know, the side, most of them, they're about maybe 6 millimeters. Nudge does double the depth, so it holds the fabric really well. And the stand also, this one is I got from, let me just move away. I need to show you. So this is a very standard design for that you can find online on Amazon, for instance. Online, you just look up desktop embroidery stand. You'll find one just like this that you could basically. Let me show you here. You can there are two vertical bars that you can slide and hold different sizes of hoops and frames as well. I've tried it with a Q-snaps. It's got enough opening with the clamps here that you could. It's not a clamp. You have to dial, screw the dial, but you have to turn the dials. But otherwise, it's got enough sort of thickness and width. You can hold a Q-snap as well, and it's very stable. Okay. Amira is on the roll. Amira says, "What's the big white and rolls up the mountain?" I wonder. Here we go. What is big, white, and rolls up the mountain? Oh dear, Mira, this is exactly the type of jokes we need. An avalanche with homesickness rolling upwards. Oh dear. Oh, this is so great. It feels Christmassy already. Now it feels like Christmas. We need bad jokes. And Sarah says, "What's the difference between swine flu and bird flu?" Oh dear. Sarah says, "The swine flu just goes to the store and get an ointment. Bird flu, you have to see the doctor for treatment." I'm speechless. I have no speech, Sarah. Oh, Nido in the Dutch says, "That's a puncher I have." Then did you try to do a multi-layer? Because the one I've got is cardboard. So this is not just A4 papers, it is cardboard. First of all, it's already thicker. And then I laminate it with sort of a higher weight coating as well. I think it's 150. What's the unit there? It's micro something and microns. So it's already thicker than a lot of default ones. So this is super strong. But I only punch one layer at a time. I do not do multiple layers. I know it might feel a little bit faster, but it's probably not great for the puncher. So, but I have no problem though. I have no problem. So I think the one I have is probably the most heavy duty ones that you can get. So Nido Nadal says that's what she's got. Unless you already have it for a long time, maybe just wear and tear, but otherwise, the one I have, I've been having it for about 3 years, no problem. And Suzanne says that's the hole punch I have as well. And Suzanne, do you have issues with it? And Nido Nadal says after 400 holes, it was already blunt and can't get sharpened, unfortunately. I've gone through more than that, because even just one single set, I'm punching probably close to 500. And also I've got this one for years, so I've created quite a few sets already. So I don't know, cannot explain. Lizzie, hello. Lizzie says, "I'm stitching on Birds and Blooms by Amy Stewart, charted by Amy Heaven and Earth." Of course, yes. Wonderful. Suzanne has no issues at all. I love it. So I don't know, maybe Nido in the Dutch, I don't know how long you had that puncher. If it's just 400, it shouldn't go blunt or break in any shape or form. It's quite a sturdy tool. All right, next. So that's where we are. There's quite a large area here. So I need to move the canvas around. Travis, hello, hello. Our gentleman stitcher. Travis is in-house. Let me see. Let me go up there. Travis says, I went back to use my size 24 needles I was using before and don't need a needle feeder to thread the eyes. I had 9 needles threaded and in use when I'm stitching before. Oh, Travis is on a roll with the needles. Yes. And Suzanne, yes, and my coating is also thicker as well. No issues there. Amira has been Googling, okay? Amira says, what is a strawberry? Is that a joke? Oh, the punchline. Okay, here comes. A cherry with goosebumps. There you go. Dun, dun, dun. Yes. Oh, so that's what strawberry is. But they don't taste the same, though. I'm not going to scrutinize. It's a joke. It's a joke. Very good, very good. Amira is on the roll there. Patty says, I heard you could sharpen punches using aluminum or foil, tin foil. Really? That's interesting. Maybe it's worth a try before you throw it away and buy another one. So I think you just rub it, right, against the punch hole. But I think the trick is not to get impatient. I think A4 sheets, you can probably get away with multiple sheets at a time. But when something's illuminated, you just need to do it one sheet at a time. Not illuminated, laminated. 6 more I need to find. Ah, Suzanne saying the same thing as well. Suzanne says, needle, try punching through tin foil. It sometimes helps to resharpen the punches. Oh, I'm gonna try that as well. If it breaks, okay, Susan, you have to buy me a new one for Christmas. But I'll try it. Oh, so that's how you do it. So you because I was thinking maybe some sort of manual thing that you could kind of massage the inside of the sharp edges. So literally just punch through tin foils and it sharpens it. Oh, I love life hacks. It's just little things. But disclaimer here, okay, Nido, if it's broken, then you send the invoice and to Susan, not me, okay? Amira says, what's always there for you when you fall? The ground. Oh, no kidding. No kidding. Yes, it's the ground. The question would be, what else? What else is there when you fall? Could be worse. Could be I don't know, puddle. Yes, we like the kind of jokes when we hear it and we can literally hear the wind blowing, you know, like just stunned silence. That kind of joke, you know? Three, and I have three more for this color. Where are they? Where are you? One, two, and there's one more. Okay. Oh, yeah. Whoops. Sorry. That's me. And I forgot I have a cup of freshly brewed coffee waiting for me. Totally forgot. Here we go. I need one more strand of 647. And you know, I'm very happy with the floss card I'm using. It really works for me. But I'm starting to think about, you know, this bag I have underneath. I'm wondering whether there are better solutions than using a plastic bag. It's kind of okay, but I'm thinking whether there are other ways to protect the floss. If you have some ideas, please share. Trying to think if I can get away with not using plastic bags. Amira says, for the record, the first few jokes were on the list I had, but I realized there's a good chunk of them can't translate in English. Oh, right, so Amira is doing translation as well. Oh, amazing. That is masterful. Amira says, what else is there for you when you fall? Gravity. Yes, damn the gravity. Yes. Nora says, I'm late to the video. What size hole punch do you use for the cards? The one I have is 10 millimeters, so it's 1 centimeter. It's quite large. I like them quite large, and so I have the option to load more threads if I wanted to. So they're smaller ones, but my template is for 1 centimeter. And good to see you, Nora. Travis says, Tian and I are thinking about getting Core Keeper for Caden for Christmas. Oh, you can all play together. I think you can play. Can you do P2P? I'm trying to think. Maybe you can. I'm not sure whether it's got P2P function, but otherwise you can all play. You can create different profiles and just play together. It's a great game. It's so creative. And it's full of surprises. You know, some parts are scary in a good way. You know, the anticipation of what's happening. It's quite original as well, because a lot of games, when you play a few of similar genre, you can kind of take a guess. You know, so I know there's going to be a boss, or there's going to be some sort of, you know, whatever. But this one is very original. Yes, Needle in the Dark, try the tinfoil. Maybe it's going to revive it. And if it doesn't work out, if it breaks your the punch, then send the bill to Susan, okay? Not to Yogi. Lona says 911 more stitches to go. 911. Call a 911. Okay, 3 more of this color. That one is done. Interesting. That's not correct. That one. No, it's that one. Oh, Lona, you can do it. You know you can. Suzanne says, did you use one of those shoe bags? And one of your masters says, I know, yes, I have. Because, for CXC, because they're getting so bulky, even the plastic bags were breaking. So I had to use a larger bag. So I grabbed one of my shoe bags. But hopefully with my new set, I'm not going to load as much. So I will be able to use either the bag, but I'm also, you know, trying to explore different options as well. Maybe something a bit less plastic involved. Callan says reusable silicone bags or little drawstring bags. Yes, the drawstring string bags is the one I'm using for CXC right now. It's just one of the shoe bags I have lying around. I use it sometimes to gather fabric around the hoops. But I'm just thinking whether there's something a bit maybe even more elegant, you know, something that's a bit more permanent. And there's one more hiding somewhere there. I need to find it. Where are you? I'll see if I can use the auto find option. Oh yes, it does. It does work this time. Can you see that? It just jumps to the location. That's why I couldn't find it, because it's way over here. Oh, I got it. I got it. Very nice. Because sometimes it takes you to a completely different wrong location. It's down here. Let me zoom up a little bit. Maybe you can see. It's way up there. Amira says, how do you call a boomerang which doesn't come back? Amira. A stick. There you go. Digest that one, guys. The boomerang that doesn't come back. It's a stick. Oh, dear, oh dear. All right, the last one taken care of. Very nice. 647. I'm gonna dock it back. There you go. Kelly, hello. Says, hi Yogi and Stitches, Merry Christmas. Indeed, only a few days away, can you believe it? You know, we started our Christmas stitching in the beginning of November, thinking, oh, you know, Christmas is just still a little bit away. And lo and behold, it's next Thursday. Lovely. Next one. 42 stitches. 934, 934, no spooky bingo so far. 934, 934. I've got one threaded already. 934. It's a green. In fact, I am going to take a new strand because I've got quite a few stitches. 934. Ruth has joined us as well. Welcome, Ruth. And Laura says, I'm working on a Riolis kit, and the thread is wool acrylic blend, and it's so fluffy and have so much coverage. Does anyone know a brand that has a full set of DMC color numbers? So let me just highlight this. Maybe someone knows. I have no idea. Amira says, Amira is our Job supplier tonight, okay? And Amira says, why does the melon jumps in the water? To be watermelon? I saw that one coming. Chelsea says, oh my God, I just noticed yours needle minder, so cute. I know. This is the bunny. I've got quite a few needle minders. I think this one came with the Christmas event calendar I got about even almost 3 years ago from Caterpillar Cross Stitch. It's a British company. They specialize in cross stitch, clearly, and they have some really well-made needle minders. This came with the surprise box, Christmas box, one of the boxes. But I've got a few, the cupcakes and quite a few others, Christmas ones. They all come from the same company. Look them up. They probably ship worldwide as well. It's Caterpillar cross stitch company. So yeah, it's really cute, isn't it? And really well made as well. I don't like needle minders like I'm sorry, I have to mention Gecko Rouge. So Gecko Rouge, they have this type of needle minders. I almost never use it. So I got this one when I got my Gecko Rouge kit. So these ones you probably see on Etsy or whatever. It's literally just a button with a magnet attached to it. Whoops. These ones I don't like. First of all, they're very slidey. The needles, when I put needles on, it's very hard to grab it off the needle minder. And also it takes up a lot of space. And to be honest, it's really just a button with a picture, right? So for me, that's not my favorite type of needle minders. I like these ones. It's got a kind of a story to it, and different shapes as well. So, sorry, Gecko Rouge. So I don't use the Gecko Rouge needle minder. Lona says, why does Santa's elves take music lessons? Whoa. Yes, what is that then? Let's put this out. And Lona is holding the punchline. It's suspense. I can't wait. Travis says, using color flow, I'm able to work on 6 Pokemons at a time. Really? So you're having 6 of them along the diagonal line. Oh, Travis. Yes. Why work on 1 at a time when you can work on 6 at a time? Okay, the punchline is coming. Why did Santa's elf take music lessons? Boom. They want to improve their rap skills. Rap skills. Oh, so they're in charge of rapping. All right, I get it. Oh, Lona. Nora says, what about what kind? Oh, the delicate ones, like silky ones, not plastic. Yes, you know, that's probably not dissimilar to what I've got already. I've got a shoe bag, so a lot of them is kind of a cotton. But I'm just thinking whether there are different methods rather than having a bag. I don't know. Maybe the bag is the best solution. I'm just thinking whether there are solutions that's not a bag. You know what I mean? I don't know what it would be. I kind of try to think, but I have not come up with a better option. Maybe some sort of bag is the best solution right now. Travis says so they can jingle all the way. That's a really good one as well. That's so hilarious. They can jingle all the way. Christmas is here, everyone. I'm going to do a yogi move because I'm going to take the thread away from the stitch area and then come back. Oh, yes, I warmed up, okay? Do not worry. I warmed up my body before I perform this highly technical maneuver. Amira says, oh, it's a joke, okay? Patience says, this is my first surgery. I'm so nervous. And the doctor says, don't worry, it's my first too. Oh, I'm sure that happens, right? It's got to be the first time. It has to be the first time for a surgery. Just hoping that you're not a patient when that happens. And also, you know, medical students as well, sometimes they have to follow a doctor and perform certain things under supervision. But as a patient, I don't know how you feel about that. You know, having these medical students surrounding you as a guinea pig, and hoping they're not going to do anything terrible. But it has to happen, I guess. It's always the first time. Oh, Suzanne says someone on the Facebook group used a file box. File box. So does that mean the floss cards become part of the box, like a kind of filing system or something? I'm trying to imagine. Maybe we just need a picture. Yes, but something that's not going to be bulky or stationary. So, you know, you want to be able to move it wherever you want. It's a constant evolution, isn't it? And I think the best ideas are coming from, you know, people actually stitch rather than companies, because companies, they have to come up with a solution that can be reproduced and manufactured, right? But for us, we just want to make it work. It doesn't matter what it is. So I think sort of our personal hacks are the best. Amira says, which whales should you avoid? Killer whales. But killer whales are so cute. Why are they called killer whales? Michelle Fuller, hello. Welcome. Good to see you. Killer whales. I think all whales. Just stay away. It's better. There's one over here. I just love the sound of the thread going through 14 counts. Abony says, I had a medical student surrounding me when I gave birth, just watching. Oh, you're kidding me? And can you say no? Can you go, well, please, I don't want a group of medical students looking at my, you know what? Wow. That's a bit much. But I think you're probably so in the moment, you probably don't care. Just like, give me that baby, that's it. But they have to start somewhere. I get it. Suzanne says, if I remember right, they cut the top of it off, and the thread will lie in the box. So it's more like a filing system. So a box, they just rest the cards on top of a box. So you can't just take the whole set wherever, like quite often I just put it on top of my fabric and find the color. Interesting. $2,400 left. Wow. So if daily goal for Suzanne is about 1,000, right? It's like less than 3 days. Suzanne. And you can probably manage a few more today. So it's another a couple of days. Oh, Suzanne, we need to celebrate when it's done, okay? No pressure. No pressure. 934. 934. I have 23 stitches left. Nice 3, 4. Exactly. Ebony says, you can say no. I didn't care at that point. Exactly. Yes. Look, all you want, just give me that damn baby. Now. Wendy says, why is the snowman yellow? Oh dear. Snowman is not yellow. Wendy says, I don't know. Ask your dog. I was thinking along that line as well. I thought, well, that doesn't sound good. Kelly says, I saw a video of a seal jumping into a fisherman's boat off the coast of BC. The seal was escaping an orca. Orca is it a whale? So the seal is rushing to fisherman's boat for rescue, for safety. Oh dear. Yes, I think seals are probably one of the whale's favorite snacks. I've got 23 more of this one. Let me take a sip of my coffee. Emira says, what's the downside of being a penguin? Oh, there's no downside of being a penguin. They're so cute. Amira, the punchline is coming, okay? When you're angry and waddle away, you still look totally cute. I know. Yes, you know, I don't mind if a penguin's come heading my way and attack me. I'm gonna just go, oh, you're so cute. Yes, penguin. You know, I adore black and white animals, so yes, I would never get offended by a penguin. I don't care what they do. Suzanne, thank you. Suzanne says, I'll find a post and tag you on it. Yes, I'd love to have a look. I love looking at hacks of stitchers because they create those solutions out of their needs. And a lot of the needs matches, you know, your need or my need. Just like masterpieces, for instance, stitching masterpieces. She's big on, you know, personal hacks. And she's got some creative solutions to things. And the bag was one of them. And I think it works. I'm just thinking maybe there are other solutions I can try as well. Suzanne says, I did 1,300 today. So I'll definitely try to do it in 2 days. Yes. Yes, maybe you can finish it before Christmas, right? Ooh, think of that. Two over here. Wendy says, what do gingerbread man use when they break their legs? Candy cane. Yes. Oh my goodness. Yes. Okay, Callan says orca is a killer whale. But they're so cute, aren't they? Imagine having the killer whale and the penguin together, and and Dolly at the same time. My God, I'll probably just melt. And all the black and white animals, for some reason, they all look like toys. You know, if you think about panda, killer whale as well. Killer whale practically look plastic, and penguin as well. Seriously, you know, that's not real. I wonder why. Why do they have to be black and white? Nola says, good night, folks. Been loving the jokes. And 99 Nola, thank you for joining us. And have a lovely rest of the evening. All the day. I know, it's a Christmas spirit, isn't it? Wendy says, what happened to the boy who kept eating Christmas decoration? Oh dear. Here comes the punchline. He got tensolitis. Tensolitis. Oh dear, yes. That is a cold one. That's Wendy. Yes, you've got it. You've got it. That's what we want. That's the kind of jokes we want. Tensolitis. Amira says, patient. Every time when I drink coffee, my eye hurts. Oh, my eyes hurt. How can that be? Doctor says you need to take the spoon out before drinking. Oh dear, oh dear. Yes, that's helpful, isn't it? I knew it. I knew it. There's no shortage of bad jokes. Lona's got 790 stitches to go before she hits 10%, right? That's Lona's goal. And then she can have a new start. My goodness. Pray for Lona. Yeah, she's going to do it in 5 minutes. Oh, is that it? Travis says, believe it or not, the orca may be called a whale, but they're actually the world's largest dolphin. They're dolphin. So why are they called whales? Because dolphin is a lot cuter, isn't it? If you call it killer dolphin, no, don't. Why? Why are they called killer anything? They're just cute. They look like plastic toys. So they're dolphins, Travis. They're not whales at all. Here we go. It's like I learned, you know, there are different types of rice, right? And I don't know whether you've tried wild rice, which is kind of black and it's quite chewy. They're actually not rice. Wild rice, I'm trying to think, what are they? They are, I think wild rice, they're actually a kind of, if I remember, are they they're closer to chickpeas? I can't remember what it was. They're not rice anyway. So why are they called rice? They do look like rice. That's true. Maybe that's why. And also peanuts are not nuts. I think peanuts are actually, oh, I think peanuts more like peas. Am I making it up? I can't remember. Anyway, there are a lot of, examples like that. They're called one thing, but they're actually something else. So I don't know what's happening there with the naming. I know you can, Lona. 5 minutes, okay? Oh, here we go. Patty says, how do you make an octopus laugh? This is a hotel sign next door. How do you make octopus laugh? Tickling the octopus? I don't know. Oh dear, Patty, look at this. Tentacles. Okay, guys, here we go. How do you make octopus laugh? Tentacles. I knew tickling was involved. Oh dear. Yes, I can hear the wind. That's great. That's it. That's it, guys. Okay, I need another strand of 934. Tentacles. Travis says it's the size of their body. Whales don't have a dolphin fin. So what are they then? Killer whales. Are they dolphins? Or are they whales? We need to be accurate here. We don't want to tarnish a dolphin's good name. If it's dolphin, they're cute. They're immediately in the cute zone, okay? I don't care what they do. They can be mean, They're still cute. Janine says, when I came back from shopping, Janine, not shopping again, not from Home Depot or Walmart. Stop it, Janine. Start stitching. Janine says, when I came back from shopping, my big box from Painting Fairy was on my porch. Result, here we go. Yes, Janine, that's more like it, You get to get some goodies for yourself, not just buy extra, I don't know, wheels and car parts and things that really, has no use for a stitcher. Yes, Painting Fairy. So did you buy a kit or did you buy accessories? Or another, or maybe you got another frame. Janine has got quite a few of those metal frames. Rose says, give him 10 tickles. Oh my God, the joke never stops. Travis, stop. Travis says the killer whales are really nasty in the wild. I do not believe you. Something so cute is not capable. They're not capable of being mean. Okay, stop it, Travis. And Travis says, I was watching a nature documentary about them and they like to play with their food. Oh, well, we all like to play with our foods. Nothing wrong with that. It's just that their food happens to be something else. I don't know. They cannot be mean. I do not believe you. We'll play with our food sometimes. Janine says peanuts are not nuts because they don't grow on trees. Where do they grow on? Are they grow on the ground? Yes, I remember reading somewhere the peanuts are not, they're more peas than nuts. or something like that. Ebony says, that's true, Travis. I'm so interested by them and have done a lot of research. Ebony, you've been researching killer whales. Are they banned from your stitching? One more creatures are going to get cropped by Ebony. So killer whales are most dangerous animals in the ocean. Really? Even more than great white sharks. Ebony, do not spread rumors. You know, killer whales are friendly and they're cute, and you know, they're probably cuddly as well. I think they're definitely cuddly. Okay? Do not spread rumors. There are 2 more stitches of this color. Wendy says, why did the gingerbread man go to the doctor? He was feeling scrummy. The punchline straight away. He was feeling scrummy. Oh dear. The wind is blowing. I can hear it. That one is done. There's one more. That one. It feels good to catch a little ninja stitch somewhere just hidden, and you're able to cover it with a stitch. It feels good. Callan says they kill for sport. But if you think about it, we all love kitties, right? But kitties kill for sport as well, don't they? They maybe in the wild they kill for hunger, but normal cats, you know, domestic cats, they kill for fun. But we love them still. We love the kitties, and they probably play with their prey as well. They're just being them. They're just being cats. I'm defending for the killer whale, okay? They're innocent, all right? Killer whales are innocent. Not guilty. Chloe says, in your experience, which way of stitching is less bulky on the fabric, block by block or Gemma's method? If that's a question for me, or maybe guys, you can chime in as well. Which one's less bulky? For me, Gemma's method. Because Gemma's method, if you just think about a movement, how you move forward with stitches, you ease away from the edges. Occasionally, yes, if you park away, of course, you know, you when you park, you take the threads to the next location, and that can be as far as you want to. I mean, you know, personally, I don't go more than maybe 10, 12 stitches. But if you take it further, yes, if you think about the amount of thread that needs to travel for that distance underneath. But the difference is, Gemma's method, everything's get stitched down as you move forward, right? So everything gets buried by other stitches. It's tidier that way, and I think because of that, you create everything's flatter. Whereas block by block, it really depends on how you stitch your block. You could potentially take your thread over stitch area. So if you do color completion or whichever order that you do to complete your block, you could, you know, even within the 10 stitches, you could have floating threads over, and that, if they're not being stitched down, then it creates a bit more bulk, you know, afterwards. So potentially you could make everything quite tidy with block by block as well. But with Gemma's method, because you never take your thread over stitches, completed area, so everything gets tucked down much better. So that's my experience. Claudia says, finally finished packing, except for the last minute load of laundry. My husband just started. I love the horrible jokes. So you're packing to for Christmas holiday, are you, Claudia? That sounds really nice. And I hope you'll be able to settle in your holiday location and do some stitching as well. That's quite nice. Quite nice. Of course, family time comes first. And holiday time, you know, new locations, new things you could do. But make sure you have some time for stitching as well. Okay, so that one, 934. 934. Let me take a sip of my coffee. Amira is definitely on fire. Yes, we're only to Amira today for jokes. And Amira says, wife to husband, I have doctor's appointment tomorrow, but I don't want to go. Here comes the punchline, okay? Husband says, just call them and say you're sick. Hey? Is that a joke? Oh, I see. Okay. Right. You have to get your head around this one, okay? Just call them and say you're sick. Very nice. Wendy says, what did one cranberry say to the other? Cranberry, the season to be jelly. Oh dear. Now that sounds a little bit sad. It's time to be jelly. Cranberry jelly. Yes, Travis, but which is killer whale? So Travis says dolphins have dorsal fin on their back. Whales don't have one. So what does it make killer whales? Are they actually whales or dolphins? That's my question. Okay. The next color is A23. A23. It's a dark blue here. So this one, I've got 42 stitches. Oh, yes. Why not? I'm going to take 2 strands, actually. 2 strands. Travis says, Yogi, I found it. Oh, I think you're referring to the post you saw of the organizer. Let me have a quick look. Hang on. Let me thread this one first. Jeannie says, I was shopping for Christmas presents for my side of the family, no husband with me. Oh, okay. So it's a bit of Janine time, Janine shopping. That's good. That's good. And you came back with a, delivery. That's nice. I approve. I approve. Ebony says, I prefer killer whales. I have cross stitch of one. Really? So, but you just say killer whales, they're the meanest animals in the ocean, and you want to stitch them. Oh, I don't know, double standard, triple standard for Ebony. You know, Ebony's cropping off kitties, and then stitching the mean old killer whales. Janine has got a kit and a frame. So you're having more frames, Janine. Yes. And all the floors for the haze style. Oh, Janine is not going to be stopped. It's going to be full on. Yes, Janine, I think if I remember correctly, you've already have two. Is it one or two those of those metal frames? You're adding more. My goodness. Good. I think that's going to take over Janine's house, okay? And the husband will have to move out to the shed from now on. And I hope the shed has heating, okay? Just saying. Oh, sorry guys, I did something. Sorry, can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Yes, I touched the sound bar for some reason. If you can hear me, give me a little wave. Give me a little wave here. Yes, let me just come back here, okay? If you can hear me now, give me a little wave. Yes, it was me. It was me. I touched the sound bar. I moved it way down. Yes, sound. So the sound was fine. Microphone was fine. I touched the bar. Yes. And the volume. Let me know the volume. Is it okay? I just slide it back on. I don't want it to be too loud. Oh, good. Oh, good. Oh, sorry about that. Professional, very, very professional here, Yogi. And just turn the sound off. Why not? Yes, let's come back to our. Oh, good. Volume is good. Thumbs up. Good. Thank you, guys. Okay, thank you, guys. All right, then. Let me find my browser, okay? Yes, it was me, okay? Not you. Sound is all good, all good. Yes, we were just looking at this thing. So I think it was posted a while back, looking at the date, 5th of October, and I just noticed this. And yes, I think it's to highlight this suggestion. So this is how Alison, I think it's Alison's organizer here. And so it's basically a thread card, very similar to mine, with a big sort of rings, metal rings around the side as well. And but it's sandwich. Oh, I see. So it's being protected with the box. Oh, that's clever. That's clever. But I wonder if Alison, I don't know whether Alison is here in the chat, but I wonder if Alison, when she's using, oh, I see. So when she's using the set, she's probably having her, oh, I see. That answered my question. I was wondering whether she has the box closed or not when she's using the threads. Okay, so it's like a little stand as well. It's propped up and she just flips through the cards. Because currently when I'm using my set, I kind of flick them through like a book. And you can do that with a box as well. I'm just wondering, maybe the box doesn't have to be that big. It's just Alison happens to have cut them pretty long. So maybe a smaller box would do as well. Oh, okay, okay. So that provides the protection as well. It is a little bit less portable, right? Because sometimes when I'm stitching, I literally take the bag. You know, if I flip back just briefly, I literally I can take the whole set over here because I can see it really well, and I can, you know, pick the threads out. With Alison's system, let's come back. It's a little bit harder to do, right? Because you have to keep the folder somewhere stable. But I like the idea. So it's kind of kept in a box, and I like the fact, you know, you have very quick access to the floss as well. Do you know what I mean? Because with the bag, you have to remove the bag, and then sometimes I have to kind of tidy up the threads underneath. And but with this one, you can have very quick access to the floss as well. Yes, I don't remember seeing this one, so this is really nice one. It was posted back in October. And of course, you know, for me, I probably wouldn't plait them. It will make taking out the threads a little bit trickier. But yes, I suppose you can just leave everything dangling and protected with the box. Thank you so much, Suzanne, for highlighting this one. And thank you, Alison, for posting. Yeah, that's a nice idea. Something for me to think about. I probably don't need a box that big, you know, and so, and guys, I'm going to just refresh the page just in case if any of you have posted something you want to share. All right, I'm going to do a quick refresh. and if not, we'll come back to stitching. So I did not see any new post that's just been posted. Have I missed anything? Oh, I commented on it. Suzanne, I totally forgot. My memories are like a cheese grater, okay? I even commented in the post, but I do not remember. There you go. That's what you were dealing with, okay? Okay, I did not see any webs being posted, so I am going to come back to stitching. Let me know if I miss anything, okay? We can always go back. Suzanne, I know, that's what you have to work with, okay? I cannot remember, I do not remember anything. So, it's a miracle. I remember my own phone number. Loud and clear. Okay, good. But not too loud, right? My sound is not too loud because I literally just manually readjusted it. Oh dear, yes. And that alarm system is working well, isn't it? And if without that, and you can't communicate with sound. Yes. Thank you, guys. Oh, Suzanne says, I think they're your templates. See, I didn't even get that bit. Okay, let me just quickly see if I can find it. So the thread cards were mine. Okay, maybe that's why I was commenting. I don't know. Never mind. So the thread cards are mine, but they're docked, being kept underneath. Okay, I can't find. Oh, this one. So the thread. That's why the thread cards look very familiar. So they look like, you know, I recognize those. Okay, so the thread cards are mine. So it definitely will work. That's really nice, Suzanne. I do not remember anything. Amira says, what is silent and hang on the wall? Here it comes. A broken clock. But that sounds a little bit sad. A broken clock and no sound on the wall. It makes me sad. Okay, I need to find my location now. I totally lost my location here. Yes, my spot right here. Got it. And this one, I've got 42 more stitches to go. Right, let me, oh, these two are done. Okay, fine. Let me see, one from the edge. Mira says, what can be found twice in a moment, once in a minute, and never in a year? The M. What? What can be found twice in a moment? Okay, so to play with the words and letters. What can be found in the moment? Okay, the trick is the spelling itself. Once in a minute and never in a year. M. Dun dun dun. Captain Squirrel. Dot dot dot. Yes, exactly. That's a territory we're in, okay? The dot 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 joke territory. Hello, Captain Squirrel. I know, this is just the kind of stream, okay? It's a quality broadcast, and we have the best jokes in the world. And I've got 37 stitches with this one. So I'm practically flying. And I love this color because it's so strong. I love navy blue colors. It's so good to stitch. Amira says, how much longer is the Amazonas than the Nile? 5 letters longer. Oh, so now we're in the spelling. We're in the spelling territory in a game world. Sorry, in the joke world. Well, that's provided if you knew how to spell. See you later, Travis. Enjoy wrapping your Christmas presents. I wonder what you're getting for Marek and the other boy, older boy. Oh, hang on. This one is not correct. Why does it... Oh, dear. I noticed something. I'll fudge it, because the stitch below should go down 1 row, actually. Or should it? Yes, I think so. It's okay. It's fudge time. So this one should be down here. I'm flying, guys. The sound is so soothing. Randy, hello, Randy. Randy Bacon is here. Randy says, I told my husband I was going to have a new start right at the new year. He said, so instead of watching the ball drop at midnight, I'll be watching a floss drop. Okay, it's a DIY joke, okay, in Randy's household. Instead of the ball drop, It's a floss drop. Oh my God. Your Randy's husband is in a know. Because if you say floss drop to most people, they're going, floss what? Right? But not Randy's husband. Randy's husband is knowledgeable, you know, even coming up with a floss joke. Not floss drop, floss joke. Very good. That's how we like it. Amira says, a man lets his smartphone fall down. No damage occurred. How is that possible? How is that possible? Dun, dun, dun. The phone was in the flight mode, guys. There you go. Smartphone joke territory. It's in a flight mode. Of course, it won't drop. Ha 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 ha. Yes. If you're feeling a little bit cold, okay, you're not alone. Maybe it's good for guys in Australia and New Zealand. Nice and chilled. Oh, I can't. Amira. Amira says, this one you have to look at it. What do you call a fish with no eyes? Dun, dun, dun. It's terrible. This is just getting increasingly worse. It's wonderful. It's a beautiful thing. I know, Ginny. Amira, is it Anita? Amira, Amira is on fire tonight. Yes, indeed. And Janine, does that mean now you have a new frame, right, Janine? Does that mean your husband is going to get busy again? Because, you know, those frames are not for faint-hearted when it comes to assembly. I've seen, you know, floss tubers are struggling putting it together. It's not IKEA situation. It's like, I don't know, SpaceX engineering situation. You literally need a PhD to put that thing together. Oh, this is great. I'm just flying like a bird in a fly mode. Captain Squirrel says, it reminds me of the bad jokes you get from Christmas crackers. Exactly. That's what we're doing, Captain. This is why you have to be here on time for the class. Yes, that's what we're doing here. We're doing Christmas bad jokes to get into a Christmas spirit. And I think we're doing really well with some really bad ones. I think we're doing great in a joke department. Yes. So every time you do a Christmas crackers, you know, you open up that piece of paper, you just have this sinking feeling. You just know. Yes. Ready. Brace yourself. Brace yourself. This is it. Now it feels like Christmas. Hey, Maddie. Maddie says, hey, Yogi. Hey, Maddie. The mirror. Okay, this one has to be shown, okay? Because you have to look at the words, okay? So another golden nugget from Amira. Amira says, what do you call a can opener? That doesn't work. Here we come. Here goes. A can opener. Or a can't opener, if you're me. A can't opener. Oh dear. Yes, unstoppable. Maddie says, I bought my first ever. Hey, pattern. Wow, Maddie, which one did you get? I need to know. We need to know. Yes. The first one. Oh. Why did it take you so long, Maddie? You've been hanging out with Yogi for a while. Amira says, someone has to do it. Exactly. That's what it is. It has to be done. It has to be done. And you are doing a beautiful job. Yes, those bad jokes have to be told, okay? Janine says, the frames are pretty easy to put together. I do not believe you, Janine. I've seen people struggling. And she says, but the frame stands are not easy at all. Okay, so it's a frame stand that's hard. So the frames are easy, really? Yes. That's why you need a husband when it comes to stitching frames. Okay, it's not true. They have other uses, okay? But yes, one of them. It's one of them. I remember I was dating a guy quite a few years ago. He was so useless. Okay, I'm not saying that you have to be good at handiwork or DIY to be a guy. I'm not saying that, because this sounds a little bit like, unfair. But you kind of relying on a big, strong man, to help you with, things around the house. And this guy was absolutely a nice guy, but, he blew off the fuse box of my place and just changing the light bulb. No jokes. Literally, I don't know how he did it. Even I could change a light bulb. But, he managed to blow out the fuse box just by doing that. And needless to say, that relationship did not last very long, okay? I prefer a guy that does not endanger my life. Just changing light bulbs. I think ideal. I don't think there's that too much to ask, right? Maddie says, I got the Fierce Beauty Mini. I'm so excited about it. Oh, I love to see the mock-up. Yes. Fierce and Beauty. Fierce Beauty, rather. Maddie says, the bear I'm working on has just over 26k stitches left. Oh, lovely. The barn and truck one has 50. Yes. The mini has, okay, so the mini has 84k stitches. Yes, it's about 9 pages, isn't it? Typically. It might be exceptions, but 3 more stitches I need to find. They're hidden somewhere there. That's really exciting. And when are you looking to start it? Is it going to be a New Year start? That would be perfect, wouldn't it? New Year, new start. Okay, guys, we're just in case you weren't here when we talk about the plans for New Year, we're doing a 10-hour marathon on New Year's Eve, okay, UK time, and then we're going to do countdown over UK midnight, and then keep stitching until we hit the US midnight, the first one. So we're going to be here for New Year Marathon. And the only criteria for you to join, actually you can join whatever you're doing, okay? Driving, no, maybe not driving. And is to start a new piece with us, any piece of your choice. So the theme is new start, new year, new start, okay? So we're gonna have a new start together. Any project of your choice. New Year Marathon coming up. Amira says, what's red, hard, and bad for your teeth? Looking for the punchline. A brick. I can think of a few other things. Maybe bad for your teeth. But a brick probably fits in to that category. Claudia says, my husband has never done the Christmas cracker thing, so my mom ordered from John Lewis. We're hoping for some truly terrible jokes. Yes, from John Lewis, you've got to get top quality bad jokes. And how come the husband never had Christmas cracker? Oh, that's part of a Christmas experience, okay? It has to be really bad. Sometimes you get a joke that's actually funny, and I'm disappointed because it has to be terrible. You have to hear the cold wind blowing through, and you don't know what to do with yourself. That kind of bad jokes. Okay, you kind of go uncomfortable, smiles on everybody's face. That kind of joke. So your husband is in for a treat. Oh, there's some really bad ones out there. Mira says, what do you call a fake noodle? An impasta. Impasta. What's impasta? What's impasta? That's imposter. Imposter. Fake noodle. Oh dear. All right, next color. I've done this one. Incredible. Let me see how many colors. Oh, I've got a few to go, but I'm ready. So this one's 45 stitches, 3860, 3860. $3860. It's a brown. Janine says, my husband's very handy. Fixed our main water line and just finished putting on new roof this year. He can change a light bulb too. Oh, he's a keeper. You know, there's something I think is probably evolutionary. There's a reason. There's a reason we like men to be handy, because there's about, evolutionary reason for us to need a partner. To doesn't matter male or female, okay, and to be kind of not a protector, but at least do not do things to endanger your life. I think that helps, right? And that's not 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 a lot to ask. Just someone who can take care of themselves, and maybe you from time to time. That's it. We're not asking for a lot. Oh, this mini has 15 pages. Interesting. I thought mini has less. I need to double check. Maybe it's me. 15 pages. Maybe it varies from time to time. Depends on the patterns. And this one I am going to end the thread here so I don't take the thread too far down to the stitch area. So I'd rather end the thread first. Amira says, what's green and has wheels? Grass. What? Lied about the wheels. Amira. Yes. If you get a joke like that with from Christmas crackers, this is when people start to get mad. You know, after a few drinks, it doesn't take a lot. People to get a little bit unruly. Michelle Fuller says, tell me about the crackers. How does it work? And during holidays, do you do it? Yes, it was such a shocker because during one of our chats in our live streams, I found out that not everybody eats Christmas pudding or mince pie. And not knowing mince pies, they don't involve beef mince meat. And also, not everybody, I actually have the Christmas crackers. It was such a shocker. I thought the whole world was doing that. So Christmas crackers, just like probably firecrackers, those confetti crackers, a little bit like that. And you just crack them open in the beginning of the meal and open up, and normally there's a really bad joke inside, okay, a piece of paper, and also a paper crown as well. You have to wear the crowns, and they're always one with every single Christmas meal. There'll be someone that refuses to wear the crowns because they think it's silly. And what is so silly about that? You have to wear the crowns and just give them a few drinks. Okay, the remedy is feed them a cup of drinks, and before you know it, they'll put it on. Okay, so that's the remedy. Just feed them alcohol, and they will comply. Okay. Yes, Captain, you just crack them. And the bad jokes reveal themselves. Hang on, let me find these stitches. Okay, so I'm going to mark these ones. And let me find the remaining stitches. 35, 3A60. 3A60, we have not had spooky bingo today. 3A60. I think, you know, it's probably about time that I tidy up this set as well. It's getting unruly. 3A60. I know. Maybe a new year. Spring cleaning. For my organizers. Yes, Michelle, try out the crackers. Yes, make sure they have bad jokes, okay? The regular crackers, I don't know, but it has to be Christmas crackers because they have the worst jokes. Samantha says, are you doing 2/1 on 14 counts? Yes, I am. I am. So it's 14 count Ada, 2/1, full cross. Amira says, two idiots in the kitchen. One says, what are we supposed to do with the rest of the boiling water? And the other one says, put it in the fridge. You always need boiling water. Down, drum roll. Yes. Exactly. If you want things to last, just put it in the fridge. Perfectly logical. So this one is a little bit higher in position. And it feels good to slowly close up all the loose stitches. Clara, hello. Okay, let me find this one. Here we go. And I've got 35 more to go with this color. The temptation is just want to keep going till the right. Okay, so the next lot of this color is on the left here. It's from this point. A lot of boiling water jokes here. Amira says, how do you make holy water? You boil the hell out of it. Indeed. Yes, I think all the Christmas cracker companies are probably watching now, taking notes from a mirror. So all the bad jokes are here, live on Yogi's stream. Some of them are just so ridiculous. Yes, I'll let you read it in the chat. And I can't wait to do the back stitching for this piece as well. So I haven't decided which one I'm going to be doing for the back stitch party. It could be this one, and I think the craft shed as well is quite looking forward to that. Oh dear, hang on. So let me have a look. Two over here. That one is done. Two over here. Janine says, I'm like Yogi. I've never finished anything. Join the club. No finish club. It's quite refreshing actually, because it takes the pressure away. If you have finished one, then you kind of go, well, when is my next finish? But if you've never done it, you just go, hey, you know, whatever. It's a really nice club to be in. No pressure. What's the hurry? You know, for instance, if I get to finish this page, it's a finish for me. And, you know, when I get the back stitching done, it's another finish. It's just keep going. It's more fun than just, you know, have it just finished and you're done with it. You have to move on, find something else to do. All right, this one. I think there's two. All right, let me take one more strand. 3, 8, 60. 3, 8, 60. Janine says, I don't mind the no finish club. I also like no pressure. Yes, that's the same club. And you like join this out again. But you can, you know, if you enjoy one of the pieces and you just love to stitch it, you can just stitch that. You don't have to do anything in any particular pace. Lona says 9.8%. Oh, very close. Another 5 minutes, Lona. Loves to Stitch says, I have always been monogamous stitcher until this time last year. Now I have 10 full coverage webs. So what changed? Loves to Stitch. What changed? So it's the end of last year until this last year. So I wonder what changed your mind about it. We do have a couple of alien monogamous stitchers, despite hanging out in this club. You know, they for some reason they just want to stitch one project every day, and that's fine if that's, you know, that's what they love to do. They don't get bored, but not me. I'll probably get bored if I stitch the same project for 3 days. So I like to change every day. And it's nice to miss a project, isn't it? It's nice to go, well, I'm so happy that I'm back on this project, rather than thinking, oh, okay, today, what shall I do for it? Ginny says that's a way to go. Yes. We approve. We approve. Ah, Loves to Stitch says the changes are the floss tubes. Yes, it's very inspiring, isn't it? Or maybe enabling, depending on how you interpret it. But yes, I think floss tubes are just great. They give you inspirations on stitching more, but also it gives you idea. It opens your eyes on different projects. And I've learned, you know, I've discovered so many different pieces and different artists through them, and also through streaming with you as well. We have a Facebook group, and I constantly see people posting the new patterns, and so many of them I kind of go, oh, I like a bit of that. And it's wonderful, isn't it? Hey, Lean. Lean says, good evening, everyone. Hope you're okay. Yes, we are good. And we're you know, exploring some really bad Christmas jokes. And I think we're doing really good. We've covered all bases. Same here, Ginny. You know, when it comes to partner, I'm okay with one at a time, okay? But when it comes to webs, oh, not so much. I like a few to swap, you know. Callan says I'm mostly monogamous. But that's because I want to finish this stocking for my kids for Christmas. Next year, I'll have another piece for 2 outside of stocking for my husband. So guys, what do you think? Can you be mostly monogamous? Now we need to explore the definition. Are you either monogamous or not? Can you be almost monogamous? Can you be a little bit pregnant? You know, just saying. Colin. Amira says, warning, last one. What must Yogi do to get a sharp, slower stitcher than herself? Oh, is that a joke? Or is that a quiz? Are we in a quiz territory now? Okay, so Amira is asking, what must Yogi do to get a slower stitcher than herself? Go. Amira, I see. Okay, Amira's you know, doing the public service of providing jokes today. So the grand total of Amira's stitches tonight is, drum roll, and 20 stitches. Yes, Amira. Yes, round of applause. You're slower, even slower than Yogi. Yes. So yeah, blame the Christmas crackers. Exactly. So you've broken Yogi's record of 60 stitches in a session. Well done. You're making Yogi look really good. 3A60, 3A60. And this is my cunning plan, you see. When I delegate jobs to you and distract you and to get you stitch slower, it makes Yogi look faster. That's the cunning plan, okay? It's working. It's working. Loves to stitch says, I keep trying the parking method, but I get about 10 hanging the threads and my OCD kicks in and I have to stitch them out. I prefer short range cross country. Yes, I mean, if you try and it's just not for you, it's messing up with your head, then yes, maybe it's not for you. So if you have sort of OCD tendencies, then does that mean that you just don't enjoy parking? Interesting. So OCD is like you want to tidy things up. I see. Yes, then maybe it's not really a great method. But I think I don't know, I don't have OCD, so I think I'm just imagining that it might appeal to your brain about keeping things in order, because parking is actually a very orderly method, because everything is there for a reason. They're not random. It's not clutter. They're there to serve a purpose. So I'm wondering whether that is actually appealing to the part of the brain wanting to manage things as well. Clearly not for Loves to Stitch. Lynn says, what do you call an elf that sings Elvis? I don't know. I'm too scared to guess. Yes. An elf that sings Elvis. I'm expecting some sort of song title coming with a punchline. The mirror says someone has to take over because I have to go to bed. Well done, Amira, and well done for the 20 stitches. I'm surprised you managed to stitch 20, as many as that, with a vigorous joke, Googling or whatever you had to do. So well done for the public service, for the group, and have a lovely night, Amira. Ruth says, not monogamous, but I do sometimes have a focus web if that's a deadline. If it has a deadline. But why would it have a deadline, Ruth? Why do you do this to yourself? I'm kidding. I know some Sal, like Suzanne, what Suzanne is doing. It's self-imposed, but you enjoy it, right? So, yes, I have heard the term focus projects. I'm just thinking, well, maybe you don't need one. Again, it's self-imposed, isn't it? Because you like it. Because my brain, the moment, it doesn't matter, even my favorite, web, I love them all, but sometimes you have the kind of, your favorite of the moment. Even the favorite web of the moment you tell me that I have to do how many stitches or, do like half a page or whatever within a certain date, my instinct is to walk the other way and go, no, I don't have to do that. I'm going to do something else. And if I had to do it, I'm going to feel resentful. That's just how my mind works. So knowing that, I try not to impose any kind of deadlines. I mean, this is hobby for me. So the real deadlines in life, I appreciate it. I still don't like it, but I try to work with it, right? Like work deadlines and stuff like that. I can work with it. But if I don't need to, I don't want deadlines. Love to Stitch says, part threads are too messy for me. I have also found I like to stitch in hand with the fabric rolled up in my left hand. So stitch with me. So it's Loves to Stitch. You're probably familiar with Stitching Mummy, right? I think she's known for doing a lot of hand stitching. I tried it. It doesn't work very well for me because my hands just get really sore. And also I like really tight tension for my fabric. I like the fabric kind of drum tight. So by holding my hands, everything feels floppy and it's not sort of enjoyable for me to stitch. So I think we're different. We're different. I've got 4 more to go. I need to find them. Where are you? Oh, why does it go out of the box? That doesn't make sense. I There are 4 more apparently, but I can't see them. Where are you? Okay, I know where they are now. They're way up in the upper corner there. So I'm going to leave them for now because it's too high up. All right then, 3A60, 3860. I'm going to part this one and move on to the next. And the next one is A44, A44. A44. And I've got 64 stitches. I don't know if I'm going to manage all of them. But I'll do my best. A44. So this one might be my last color, but I've got quite a few stitches to do. Ruth says it was Christmas stocking for my great nephew. I need to finish in time for his first Christmas. Yes, I think the kind of deadlines, other than, you know, Sao type of deadlines would be, for instance, Christmas or on birthday or some sort of anniversaries, right? But it's still quite brave to have a kind of a hard deadline you have to hit, because these projects are not small, unless it's a smaller piece. The smaller projects, maybe. That makes sense. Like a present, you know. Then I understand. And also you're stitching because you love those people you're going to give the presents to. So maybe that's a nice motivation. That's a bit different. Minz, hello. 3A60 on the bottom left as well. 3A60. Oh, did you spot? Minz, have we got an alien here? I think 3A60 is the last color, isn't it? 3A60. Oh, you saw it. That's correct. Yes. I did not see that. Bottom left. Thank you so much. If someone's watching, someone can read charts. There you go. Well done. Yes. Minz has entered the chat with a bang. Amazing. I'm terrible. I'm just looking everywhere. Couldn't find it. But okay, I'll come back to that color later on. Very nice. I'm glad someone can read charts. So this color would be my last color, I think. And now we have 20 minutes to midnight. But I've got 64 stitches, and I'll see how far I can go with the remaining time. And it's nice to stitch, a single color. I don't have to switch. Oh, Susan. Yes, you're quite right. Susan says, Yogi, no chocolate tonight. Or did I miss it? No, you did not miss it. For some reason, I just forgot. Susan. Yes, Susan is, my little assistant here is reminding Yogi there's no chocolate break. Well, we're going to have a chocolate break now while I'm stitching. Why not? I guess I forgot a chocolate break. Unless I missed it. I don't think we had spooky bingo tonight either. We had a lot of jokes though, really bad ones, thanks to Amira and all of you. Yes, I think the bad jokes just took over. I forgot about chocolate. Thank you, Susan, for reminding Yogi. You know, I can't multitask. I get distracted. Yeah, that's right. No chocolate break. Oh. Jacqueline, hello, hello. No dolly break either. Loves to stitch, you're correct. Where's my dolly? Oh dear, yes. Yeah, sometimes we don't have dolly break, so it's up for Dolly to decide. Most days we do. I think, yes, just before the stream, she has supper and she's very happy. I think she's just napping. Yes, no dolly break and no chocolate break. We can make it up, yes. Michelle Fuller is having chocolate break as well. Why don't I have a piece of chocolate as well? Why not? We have a little bit time, you know. Power chocolate break is for power stitching, you know. Let me have another piece of this delicious chocolate. I'll show you the label. Whoa, listen to that snap. And the tin foil. Yes, this is a tin foil. I need to, you know, sharpen my my paper puncher for. So this is what I've been snacking on. Dominic Republic dark chocolate 72%. It's different. I need to chop up my chocolate button. Okay. I know. There's so many things to do. Hello, chocolate breaker. Sorry, I'm chewing my chocolate. Min says, I'm always here, but always lurking. Oh, you can lurk, but I know you're watching. You're paying attention, okay? Model stitcher. Yes, someone's paying attention. Oh, that's nice chocolate. Michelle is flashing a yogi move for Chloe. Yes. Oh, Chloe just did my first. Says I just did my first yogi move. Round of applause for Chloe. Yes, yogi moved emoji for Chloe there. Thank you, Michelle. And indeed, Chloe, I hope you warmed up beforehand. Okay, it's a very high technical maneuver that we make here. So make sure your body's warmed up and have regular stretches as well. You know, a flexible body will give you a beautiful yogi move without injuring things. You know, you don't want to break stuff. Okay, as you make the yogi move, beautiful, beautiful, Chloe. Yes, it's great, isn't it? Congratulations, Chloe. Oh, where am I? Am I here? Okay, I need to find out where I am. I lose my plot. If I look away and come back, I lose my spot. Okay, we're here. And that one is done. Found it. Oh, it's nice chocolate. Let me have another bite. Janine says brownies. Brownies are in the oven. Freshly baked brownies. Janine, that's so triggering for all of us. And Janine says it won't be done for chocolate break though, but you're gonna enjoy it later. Oh, brownies. Maybe I need to bake some. I love brownies. Janine. Yes. Yogi moves are beautiful. I mean, it's all happening for Janine, isn't it? I mean, she's got brownies in the oven. She's got her new frames coming up, and she has a husband that does not blow up fuse box. I mean, seriously, that's too much. One, two, here. And Suzanne, Susan, rather. And Susan, what are you snacking on then? Are you having hot chocolate? Janine says tons of cookies tomorrow night. Oh, it starts to sound very Christmassy. Yes. Maybe some gingerbread. Where am I? I lost my spot again. Here. There. Done that one. And why does it not match? Oh, over here. Seriously? Ginny said he eats all my sweets though. Well, you know, you have to go, you know, have a little bit of a rough with the smooth. You can't have everything. You know, just give him some sweets. That's all right. Maybe the husband is powered by sweets, you know. That gets him going. Oh, Susan's having finished the hot chocolate. That's why she's wondering what's happening to Yogi with chocolate today. Yes, I totally forgot. But it's delicious. It's actually quite tricky because you really have to read into the chart properly and the pattern, because it's they start to look kind of similar wherever you turn if you're not careful. And also tomorrow, Monday, right? Mondays normally we start a little bit later for going forward. Mondays we start around the same time as the rest of the week. So only Fridays we're going to start a little bit later because my class got moved to a different time, so I don't need to teach late evening classes, which is kind of nice because normally I prefer not to, but only when classes I really want to teach, then I go for it. But I like to rest in the evening and stitch with you. There's a little knot there. And that one. 1, 2. I can hear footsteps, Dolly's footsteps walking past. the corridor, but she's not coming in. Dolly? And when I used to have more than one cat, I can just listen to their footsteps. I know which one. They walk differently and different pace, right? If you have more than one cat or dogs, you can probably tell them apart. There you go. We keep going for a few more stitches. You can start to contemplate and maybe, you know, count how many stitches I've done today. You can start to come up with some idea, maybe, for I guess my stitches. Okay, that is coming up as we have 10 minutes to midnight in the UK here. And I'm going to just keep going for a few more. So every stitch counts. Every stitch counts. And for those of you who are watching, if you're new to a channel, this is what we do, okay? At the end of every stream, you get to guess how many stitches I have done. I know. It's highly technical. Highly technical. It requires a lot of, mental calculations and skills. I know. But we do it every day. We do it every day. And if you probably go, well, I wasn't here in the beginning. It doesn't matter. Okay? It's called wild guess. Today we have bad jokes. How about a dose of wild guess as well? That sounds good. They go together. And you know, the reward of the wild guess is the praises from all the stitches, all the stitchers from all over the world. The round of applause, the crowns, Dolly, everything. So enjoy, you know, come forward and maybe you get to enjoy the victory with me. I win every night, seriously. This is my rule. My rule of the channel is that Yogi wins every night. But you get to share the victory with me. So come forward. If you're lurking, I'll lurk for a few moments. You can do it. You have the technology. Just come forward and type in a number, okay? And maybe, just maybe, oh, actually, now I come to a very natural finish here because I don't have any surrounding stitches to do. So this is where I think I'm going to end my thread, okay? So now it's your time, okay? I have suffered for my art. Now it's your turn. Come forward and offer a number and join Yogi and play Guess My Stitches, okay? And let me dock my needle here, A44, A44. I've already had one. Interesting. Right. And I am going to zoom out a little bit and give you a brief recap of what I've done today with this project and for you to come forward and to offer your number as well, okay? It's a beautiful Sunday evening and who knows, you could be the winner tonight, okay? And let me bring on our Guess My Stitches machine, the Sunday edition, which looks just the same as the rest of the day. Here we go. Oh, amazing. It takes my breath away every time I look at it. It's my own creation, okay? And if you don't know, I build all sorts of things in my basement, and this is one of them. I build it with my power tools. I have many power tools. Some of them, I use them to create high-tech machines like this one. And you will a witness of it, okay? And so today, I've been working on this piece called the Maison Romantique, or the wedding dress store, because it's there's a little wedding shop here. Let me show you the mock-up here quickly. It's very sweet. It's a view of back streets or on a hill overlooking Paris. And it's extremely whimsical and colorful and romantic as well. Isn't that nice? And so I've been working sort of page by page from the center and slowly to the right. This is the third page. Okay, this is the third page here. And let me move my bunny away here. And I'm very close to finishing. There's a little bit to go, okay? You know, I'm not in a hurry. And I would like to do the back stitching for this piece. So we have back stitching coming up here. We're back stitch party with the members. And maybe, I think it's going to be next Saturday together. Okay, we're going to do this together. And so here we go. And I'm stitching minimum to max using my app here. Nice and slowly. And I've got 32 stitches for this color here and remaining. Okay, so here we go. Let's look at the numbers, shall we? Let's have a look. And I cannot wait to find out who's going to win on this beautiful Sunday evening. From the top, Chloe. Chloe is offering 324. And Susan, 272. And Loves to Stitch, 327. And Tracy Parker, yes, 312. Callan, 286. Janine, 295. Love Drunk, 232. And Samantha, 198. And Busy Mom, 284. And Suzanne, 333. And Suzanne is still awake. Amazing. She's on fire. And Petty, 174. And Rachel, 257. Clara, 154. And Michelle Fuller, 252. And Rachel Morton, 204. And Jackie James, 298. And last submission from our Rajal, 301. Well, there you go. And are you ready to be confronted with our app here? Here we go. Boom. All right, then. Let me turn this off, and just to quickly show you where I am on the fabric, okay? I think I'm doing quite well. I'm doing quite well indeed. So this is the entire piece, and I've got close to 3 pages done. Not quite, but close. So here we go. Are you ready? I'm counting down to 3, 2, who is going to be the winner tonight? And 1. Boom. Here we go. Oh, okay. All right, yeah. The grand total of the stitches I have completed and is 197. Not bad. I'm not mad. You know, I had a lot of bad jokes to go through tonight, so that's a bit of distraction, you know. And so 197 stitches, not bad at all. And let's have a look. Who is our winner tonight? 197, so anyone that's close to 200. 198, Samantha. Anyone closer? I think it has to be spot on to be Samantha. Do you not think? 197, and Samantha has 198. I think Samantha, right? Yes. Round of applause. Yes, Samantha is our new winner for this beautiful Friday evening. And Sunday winner. Well done. I think this is the first victory for Samantha. You're in for a treat, okay? Just look at the admiration and praises coming from stitchers all over the world. Here we go. And Samantha, yes, oh my God, yes, indeed, it's you. Your spotlight on you, Samantha, and you also get to enjoy the buffet with us. Okay, it's a delicious buffet. It's better. You don't get it anywhere else. I know Janine's bakes cakes and cookies and some brownies, but these ones are the best. Look at this. Janine's bringing on offering of cookies as well. She's about to bake those tomorrow. All right. I know, yes, praises from our Susan as well, and our buffet coming up. And come and enjoy me, Samantha. I know I'll be eating most of them, but you get to have a couple of slices of maybe pizza or a couple of bites, a couple of fries. Okay, it's quite all right. You get to eat as well, and some popcorns. That's so lovely. Oh, that's a lovely emoji, isn't it? And Michelle Fuller is bringing up a wide range of beautiful food for us as well. And why don't we all dig in? You know, it's Sunday evening, and we have abundance of food with our buffet here. So let's all dig in and enjoy this beautiful gathering here. So 1 minute to midnight, guys. I'm about to turn into pumpkin. So Yogi's going to sign out here. And tomorrow we're coming back the same time, okay? Similar time. So from going forward, all Monday streams are the same as the rest of the week. So only Fridays we start a little bit later. So it might be easier for some of you. So come and join me tomorrow and for another round of stitching and maybe more bad jokes. Who knows? So nighty night, guys. Enjoy the buffet and congratulations to Samantha. Nighty night, guys. And see you tomorrow. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Love you all.